Alright, so today we're going to be reacting to a video called Strangest Foods Around the World. And if you actually personally knew me, you'd know that I love Andrew Zimmerman, bizarre foods, stuff like that. There is a point where I put a cut off. It's usually a texture thing. So let's take a look at these strange foods. Seeing scorpions. I'm Marty. Yeah.
Are you ready to feast your eyes on some of the strangest foods in the world? We all know different cultures enjoy varied and sometimes bizarre dishes.
God, okay,
but
this is
wait
like the
until
worst.
you
It's
see
like
the
the grubs.
insanity of what we've found for you.
God, those straight worms? Yeah. Dude. Yeah.
We've traversed the globe to bring you today's crazy
Jesus Christ, when did I start?
spiders in Cambodia to tuna eyeballs in Japan.
Okay.
And that's just a few of the strange foods on today's menu. There's plenty more where that came from. Grab a snack, or maybe rather don't.
Where I call it cut-offs is hugely bugs. If it's like a ticket, not a ticket, a cricket, a ticket. Yeah, if I get a ticket, that's where I end it. If I see like a cricket, that's fine, you know, grasshoppers, but just like when they start eating like crazy bugs and shit, like it's the grubs, it's that really get me, because when you bite down, they explode and shit. That's, I can't.
Don't risk it. Let's start. Alligator. Alligator meat. Well,
Dude,
I never.
This sounds good. I've been trying to find alligator meat. It's pretty popular around the U.S. in general, but I've heard it's really good. And again, tastes like what? Chicken. Like everything else.
Apparently, it's a healthy meat source for humans thanks to its high protein levels. Some say it tastes quite mild and is rather firm in texture. In the USA, it can be legally sourced from alligator farms, and you can even buy it in some grocery stores. You wouldn't want to mix that up with fish now, would you? Yikes! Some US companies process the tail of the alligator and market it that way, and it's even made into pet food. Now, that's strange, right? Imagine feeding your dog alligator meat. No, thank you. Sure, it has a hefty amount of nutrients.
I mean, it's not that strange to me, to be honest with you. Like I said, like I've seen alligator on restaurant menus before, and a lot of people have eaten it and said it was good. So it's not that weird to me.
But it's still alligator. I don't think I could stomach it. Could you? Tarantula spiders in Cambodia.
This is the cutoff. When somebody said spiders, I'm like, no. Anything that has an exoskeleton. I can't speak. Exoskeleton. Kind of a cutoff to me, you know. I think it's just like that crunchy outside but hot internals that explode in your mouth seems to be a bit of a turn off.
Back in the day in Cambodia, during the Khmer Empire, people didn't have much choice when food was scarce. But what's their excuse now? Apparently, they have no excuse. In the Cambodian town of Skun, fried spiders are the talk of the town. It's the must-try specialty of the area. I don't know about that, folks.
I'm literally getting like goosebumps as we speak.
And then they're fried up with some sugar, salt, MSG, and crushed garlic. Some people
Gotta have that MSG in. No matter what Asian country, what you're eating, there's MSG involved.
who have been able to stomach say it tastes like a cross between a chicken and a codfish. Inside, there's a brown paste of organs, perhaps some eggs and excrement. Yep, I've heard enough. Shirako in Japan. Guys, this has got to be the strangest dish in the world. Shirako, aka fish semen. Yep, I'm not joking.
Why? 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 Just eat the fish, bro.
This white paste may look like mayonnaise, but do not be deceived. You've been warned. In Japan, they serve it on top of rice or fry it in a tempura batter. Word on the street is that it has a rich texture and a sea-like taste. Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Dude, I'm literally...
It's referred to as fish milt, and in Sicily, tuna milt is fairly common.
No. Sicily, you are canceled. No more Italiano, okay?
And even in Romania, people love some fried milk.
Romania is also canceled. You're out of the Balkan Union, Romania.
From freshwater fish. Don't even get me started on how they collect the milk. It's usually retrieved from a fish carcass.
It's even worse. Why do they try to make it as worse as possible? They're like, you know what? We don't even want it fresh. We want to make sure that it's from a dead body that we find on the fucking ocean floor or the lake floor. That is the semen that I want. Yeah.
Grasshoppers in Thailand. Eating insects is definitely a bit weird,
I'd
but
rather
in Phuket,
eat one of
in
these.
Thailand, it's all the rage. Deep fried and dipped in soy sauce with a sprinkling of salt, grasshoppers are quite the dish there. Those
Like I said before, I mean, this is like my cutoff point is like with insects. It's like grasshoppers, crickets, that sort of thing. It almost seems like it'd be decent.
Some locals call them insect popcorn. Yep, imagine going to catch a movie with a box of fried grasshoppers. No sweet popcorn there, just fried insects.
I would try it.
I'm not
if
sold.
If I came to this opportunity where I'm like in a village and they made fried grasshopper for me, yeah, fuck yeah. Would I eat this on a regularly? Probably. Probably.
Balut.
No, this
Balut.
is. I know what
What's
this
a
is.
balut, I hear you ask? To put it simply,
No.
it's a fertilized bird egg, usually a duck egg that's incubated for up to 21 days and then boiled or steamed. It's a typical street food delicacy in the Philippines and can even be bought in The developed embryo is apparently soft enough to chew and swallow whole. The mallard duck is
God. I don't know. I didn't think I'd be able. I thought I was be able to get through this without even feeling a little nauseous.
where that's popular because it's a cheap source of protein and calcium. But still,
I'd rather be protein deficient, dude. Nah.
could ever red ants. In Boyparaguda in India,
Dude, this guy
red
just-
ants are the dish of the day. The people living there believe
Oh
that
my
both red
God.
ants and their eggs have medicinal properties, and that a typical serving of them is equal to 14 grams of protein. One of the tribal healers in the village says that red ants can enhance your eyesight and prevent sunstroke.
This guy's got a whole ass glob of dead ants. I have never seen so many ants in one spot in my life. Oh my god.
That's gotta
I wonder how they even capture it. Like, what is the steps do you take to get ants in that quantity? It must be some sort of trap or something.
be cheaper than my new glasses. It's quite the challenge to get the ants from their hives in the tree.
Oh, I guess it's about to answer it for us.
Shut up, bitch!
The male ants protect the hives and will even bite you, but fear not. Apparently the bites can cure skin disease and relieve joint pain. Wow, what can these red ants not cure? The ants are made into a soup while the eggs are fried, and voila! Dinner is served. With Chetty grub, Australia.
No.
In the outback in Australia, there's something called
Oh, this is what I was talking about. When the grubs and stuff. This is fear,
Chetty
man.
grub, which is a staple
You
in the
can-
diets of the Aboriginal people.
They can keep it. I can't do it.
It's one of the most important insect foods out in the desert because it contains so much protein. Crikey, those are some brave people eating these grubs. It's said to taste like almonds, but I highly doubt that. The thought of one of those wriggling around in my mouth gives me the heebie-jeebie.
Well, if it's dead, it's not gonna be wriggling in your mouth. But at the same time, for me, it's the whole hard skeleton, and then when you bite in your mouth, that is. I think I would barf. I think it's just that the action of the liquids in the insides coming out of it and bursting into my mouth, I think would leave me scarred for life and would have PTSD after that point.
Tuna eyeballs, Japan. Squelch, squelch. Ever had a tuna eyeball? In Japan, you're more likely to catch a glimpse of an eyeball than a California roll if you venture through one of the fish markets or grocery stores. Japanese chefs serve up tuna eyeballs as a bar snack or a little appetizer before your
Just a
main.
little bar
Braised
snack, you
lightly in
know?
some soy sauce or sautéed with ginger and sesame oil, chewy and gelatinous, with a rather bland taste is how they best describe it. I don't know about you, but the thought of walking into a bar, or an izakaya as they're known in Japan, and getting
Oh, he's
served
eating
up
it
a plate
raw.
of eyeballs,
Oh, dude.
ugh, it makes my
Oh.
stomach feel queasy. Imagine
If they cooked it, like I would tolerate it or something, but
Imagine
like
looking
the
down your-
guy they popped it out of the fish's eye socket as it came out of the ocean, and they just popped it in their
plate
mouth.
being
I mean,
stared at by tuna eyeballs. There's even a drink called tuna tears, made from soju and eyeballs. I mean, have you
that's
ever?
just gross.
Yondegi. Yondegi, aka silkworm pupa, is a classic dish in any market in South Korea. At first glance, you might be deceived because it looks like coffee beans, but don't let that fool you. Yondegi is a very popular snack and has a fishy, nutty taste. On the outside, it's crunchy, but the inside is soft and gooey. You're either
See, I
gonna
don't-
love
I
it
don't
or
like
hate
that.
it. It's an acquired taste
I
for
wouldn't
sure,
hate it.
but with a bit of salt or sugar, it might become a bit more palatable. It became popular during wartime thanks
I just feel like if it wasn't soft on the inside and like it explodes in your mouth, I feel like I might be able to tolerate something like this. But
to its protein value. Bird's nest soup. For this one, you better get
this is what made you try this in the first place? Who's the first guy who was like, you know what?
Nest
I
soup
want that.
is cheap. For more than 400 years, this Chinese delicacy has been leaving a dent in people's wallets. The caviar of the East, as it's often called, is the nest of a swiftlet bird.
Motherfucker said, I'm gonna eat your
And
house.
can cost anywhere from between $2,500 to $10,000 per kilogram. So basically, for one bowl of soup, you better get ready to cough up around $100. The reason it's so expensive is because it's so dangerous to get the nests. And also the process of cleaning them can take a long time. The people who collect these nests risk their lives in the process. They are way out in the wild, usually up in high mountaintop caves, so you can only imagine the mission these people have to go on to get one. They're made from a mixture of bird feathers and bird saliva, and for those brave enough who've tried it, it's said to taste soft and jelly-like. I think I'm good. This is just too strange.
Yeah.
Frog's legs in Paris. This one I might be able to handle.
See, I've had frog's legs before. They're not bad. I mean, when people say it tastes like chicken, honestly, I don't believe it does. I believe it tastes more like if you put fish meat in the shape of a chicken leg. And that fish meat was just a little, like, tougher and not as, like, soft, I guess.
A cross between chicken and fish with a rather interesting taste.
Come on.
Legend has it that it was back in the 12th century that some sneaky monks started eating frogs' legs, claiming that they were fish, so that they could eat them on top of their no-meat diet. After that, it just took off. The monks set a trend, and pretty soon, everyone was munching on frog's legs. Even today, in the eastern part of France, frog's legs are still popular. Southern fried rattlesnake.
This looks
As if
good.
things couldn't get any more strange. Allow me to introduce you to southern fried
See, I'm not against eating most vertebrates, you know what I mean?
rattlesnake. Breaded, fried, and served with cactus fries. Rattlesnake is on the menu down in the southwest of the USA. And don't ask me why, because apparently it's bland and hard to chew with lots of little bones. Doesn't sound like fun to me, and yet people still eat.
Look, again, like I said, if you prepare it properly, you took all the bones out and everything, and say if a rattlesnake is chewy, you made it into a stew, I feel like that would be just...
Eat it.
Okay, seriously, are you a little insane here?
Why'd they bring a
Pretty
live
much a cross
rattlesnake in
between
there?
frog legs and turtle, being a white tender meat. And due to the rattlesnake's long backbone, it's full of tiny rib bones. Some even say it tastes like popcorn chicken, but I beg to differ. You won't catch me eating a fried snake anytime soon. That just takes Strange to a whole other level, doesn't it? I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely lost my appetite. Those dishes are just insane. If you had to try one, which one would you choose? I'd probably go for the frog legs, because I'm too much of a chicken to try the rest.
Alligator. Sounds fantastic. The rattlesnake. I've tried frog legs. Alright. I think that might be it. I can't remember what else there was, but those two seem the most appealing to me. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any more videos you would like me to react to, let me know. Send me a DM with the link. You know, I'll react to them. No problem. Alright, dudes. Peace. That's a clip.
Great success.
All about Twitch, bitch.